Everyone around here thinks they're a big man. Everyone wants to be a top boy.
I know London. People pay a lot of money to get high. Dark, white, weed, all of that. Do you get me? When we did Top Boy 4, it had huge critical acclaim, it was loved.
When Top Boy seasons 1 and 2 came out, I was in school.
Absolutely fell in love with it.
It's something that everyone watches.
You'd go into school the next day, I was like, oh, did you watch last night's episode of Top Boy?
As a writer, you learn to kind of roll with the blows a bit. If a show doesn't get made or a show gets cancelled, you shrug and you move on to the next one. But I felt really bad about this one.
Can't even put petrol in the car without someone saying, "Yo, when's it? They're gonna do a third one?" And it's just like, oh my God.
For years, I just remember watching television or whatever and watching shows and not seeing yourself, do you get what I'm saying? Maybe when a person of colour was on the TV, you'd scream upstairs like, yo, someone's on TV, like, yo! Everyone run downstairs, watch that character, see what they're saying.
He was a fan of the show when it first came out and was public about that, posting it on his social media.
He was just magnificent. He loved the show, he just wanted to do whatever he could.
Didn't really seem like no ego about it. It wasn't about what this show can do for me, it was about how could I help assist the show.
He also did the bulk of the pitch to Netflix, and I hardly had to say anything, and that was fantastic.
I just want to express how happy this room makes me right here, you know? The show meant the world to me. I wish you the best.
Ronan's writing set the pace, so it's kind of a continuation of his style, I suppose. So what we're going to do is create a show, essentially the same show that we would have created before, but it's now in a climate where everyone's going to be able to consume it. Deshay engineers that situation to get him back on top, but kind of touching down in London, he realizes everything's changed. The youngers have become the olders, the youngers have got younger, and it's just a different world.
It's all about Jamie, so when Deshay comes back, he's no one.
Things have changed.
I'm running the fields now.
We didn't go out to stars. A very high proportion of our actors are first-time actors from similar backgrounds.
The criteria is, do they feel authentic? Do we believe they come from those streets?
I have family members and friends that come from this world, and a lot of the people who are in the production grew up around that world, so we got a responsibility to tell these stories authentically.
Acting for people where I'm from doesn't feel like a real thing, and it never actually clicked that you can go out and do this type of thing until I saw people really breaking down barriers.
We're shooting at the places where this stuff goes down. We were filming on an estate where, the local guys that were dealing couldn't deal because we were shooting. So they were asking for, we need money.
Top Boy is the most genuine, raw depiction of life in South, East, West, North London. So to be a part of it, it feels like you're being able to tell a story as to where you come from and what people go through and how life is.
It has to be as real as possible, I feel. That's why people loved it so much, because it was so real.
You know, the vibe is nothing but 100% authenticity.
Its strength is it dealing with universal themes, you know, about family, ambition, where we sit in the world. It's thrills and exciting, but it has huge heart and humanity, and it's about people.
What this is both a rebirth and a new start, because we're making this season for an audience that's never seen Top Boy, and we're also making it for the core fans who love the show and are familiar with it.
I'm confident that this is gonna be like amazing, man.
It's an explosion, man. It's gonna be seamless. It's Top Boy, but just Top Boy at its greatest. If we do this, we're back on top. What are you saying?